Hello everyone and welcome to part 4 of Battle... Why did I do that? I almost said Battle of the Beasts. Welcome to part 4 of where I rank every Beast Quest book I have from series 1 to 20. From least favourite to favourite. This is part 4. Each episode is divided with 15 books each, apart from the last 2. So we're in the good but bad section. So good books but are bad compared to the rest. And up first we have Vipero the Snake Man. Now unfortunately it has gone down quite a bit from my last ranking, where I spoke really highly of it, of how I thought it was a great beast, really good. It just went down because it kind of merged in with the rest of them. So it was a great beast, but then it just, as I went on with the beast reviews, it just started merging in with the majority being just forgotten. And I like Vipero, but unfortunately it's there. Next is, oh, you're going to be really surprised here, Tagus the Horseman. This one went from 11th place in my last ranking down to what I think is nearly 50, probably more, 55th maybe, I don't know. But to have this beast that was 11th place to go down that low is incredible. Like, I think the reason why it went down this low is because I just lost so much respect for it, because when really thinking about it, in Trillian and Torgor especially, what did it do? Just get beaten up. What did it do in Mortax? Get beaten up. Sorry for the spoiler, by the way. But that's not really a spoiler. But in other books it was in, it just got beaten up or just rode Tom and Alina around to search for damn Phoenix. That's it. He really does nothing more. I don't even get what he's supposed to do as a good piece of Avantia. I think just protect the livestock, but that's it. Moving on, next we have Stealth the Ghost Panther, and wrapping up series 4 in its entirety. Sorry. Okay. Oh no, okay. I was about to say, I think this is the second, maybe third Beast series to be wrapped up, but no, it's not. I think it's the first. Stealth is the best Beast series 4. I stand by that to this day. The thing that's negative about it is its design is bad. Its ability and fight was great. The wrap up to its story was brilliant. Its design was the main reason why it's here, because it's kind of basic compared to what's yet to come with design attributes anyway. Next is Solak's Scourge of the Sea. The first lightning beast to appear here. And that's even more incredible considering that a lightning beast and a worse one in part 4? You must really like these things. Yeah, I do. They're all great lightning beasts. Solak's just the worst because it's just a giant shark with a bunch of bony fins. Its abilities are what you would expect, and its fight was a bit mediocre in my opinion. It starts off what I think is a great story anyway. And that's all I can ask for a starter anyway. Next is Exoric, or Xeric I call it, the Bone Cruncher. Now this one is here because its design is very unique. It kind of reminds me of Scourge actually. I put it here because at the end of the day, it's just a plant. It's just a man-eating plant. Its abilities are okay, but not amazing. And its fight was just mediocre. Nothing else to say about it, really. Moving on to next, and this one actually I think moved up. Probably not, anyway. It's still a very underrated book. Arachnid, King of the Spiders. Now, I got I got a hell of a story to tell you here. When I first got this book, I didn't really, I wasn't really in a rush to read it because because normally I would skip it because it doesn't look interesting and I don't really like the look of it. But then I went to read it for the Beast Review anyway, and it was a great book. There was nothing overly terrible about it. There's anything bad to say about it? Probably, it just gets outclassed by other beasts. But that's not a bad thing. It's not meant to be a phenomenal beast. It's just meant to be in the middle, which it is. It's just around halfway in the list anyway. I think I'm in the 50s now, I think. I don't know, I need to actually count that. It's 20 plus 17 plus 15 plus how many are left. So yeah, moving on, we have Rock the Walking Mountain. It moved up. Like, I did give it some points for how far it got in Battle of the Beasts, but I can't give it like so much respect that I made it to the top 5 that I'll just put it into the top 10. No. It needs to be my opinion as well, and I'm not a big fan of it. Sorry, Rock. You did great, but I still don't like you. So, moving on to, we have Slivka, the Cold-Hearted Curse. What can I say about this? It's just good, but not too good. Bad, but not too bad. It's just mediocre. We're now in the good. Yeah, we're now in the good but good section now. We're in the good but good section now. Slivka is the worst out of all the beasts in the good but good section because, at the end of the day, honestly, I won't remember this. Like, if I got told to name all the beasts as quick as I can, I will forget Slivka along with a few other beasts. But it's here because from what I remember of it, its design is actually pretty good, and it's the story it had was great, along with the abilities not being great, but the fight was okay. Next is a beast that I did grow to appreciate in the ranking. In the review. A bit more in the Battle of the Beast anyway. And that's Kajin the Beast Catcher. Unfortunately, Kajin only caught one beast in its time in the tournament, but it lost to a worthy opponent. So, yeah. Kajin was just outmatched by Tremor. But Kajin did what I thought was actually a pretty good job. Like, I think Kajin had a close enough to a landslide victory against Muro in Battle of the Beasts. And even though I do find it a bit boring at times, I have grown to appreciate it that it does look pretty good. And it involved a Mictus, and if you don't know, I love a Mictus so much. It's one of my favourite beasts actually. Spoiler for the end actually, but but to have Kajin this far, I think is actually okay. It's a mediocre beast. Well, a good beast. And it has a great story to it as well. Moving on, we have the Star Search Series 18, Crytal the Blood Bat. This is what I believe the second bat-related beast in this series. And, well, not counting specials, the second bat-related beast in this series, and it is the worst one out of them. The design of Crytal, I admit, is better than Fang, but the abilities are essentially the same as Fang. The fight was not the same as Fang, but Fang's was better. So, if I ever come to talking about Crytal in a conversation, I will bring up Fang, because, well, it's better. Fang is a lot better than Crytal. Its design is worse than Crytal, but everything else is much better. Even the story. Because starter books do have a bit of disadvantage being, well, start. But Fang to be around here is actually nothing to be ashamed of because it's overall a great book. I've grown to appreciate it, not throughout the Battle of the Beast because, well, it lost, but when comparing it to the other Beasts of Series 6, I learned that it's not the most unique in design, because that goes to Terra. It's not the most amazing in abilities, because that goes to Vespic. It didn't have the great fight. It was mediocre. It was close to actually being swapped with Merc or Terra. But I think here's a good place for Fang. Up next is Quay Ghost the Armoured Beetle. This one is essentially Blood Boar, but as you can tell, I like this one a lot more than Blood Boar. Reason being, it's because I like beetles more than pigs. This story had a better wrap up to it, because Series 15 was a great series overall. I don't know why people actually hated Quay Ghost for some reason. But its design, I didn't give a high score compared to previous scores. Abilities wasn't great, but the fight, that was good. I liked that one. And the story was a great finale to Series 15, which was kind of a good wrap-up for Velmal's Revenge. Unfortunately, I don't think we saw him since. Next is the fourth beast of Series 11, Tauron the Pounding Fury. Now the reason this is here for the simple reason is it is definitely the best centaur beast. Unfortunately, negative is it's from Series 11. The story brings it down, the abilities we've seen before, and the fight wasn't overly amazing, but its design was good. I will give it that. Its design was great. Moving on, we have Riker the Firehound. Now, I forgot to say in its review that its fireballs can melt rocks, which is something we have not seen before. Well, apart from Acid Beast, but the fire melting rock, that is something we haven't seen before. That shows how hot Riker is. Unfortunately, it was a mediocre finale to Series 20, which was already a bad series to begin with and to end with. But to have Riker end up here, I think it's a good spot. There's still one Series 20 beast remaining, and yeah, I see where it is. Next is Crytal the Diamond Warrior. The final beast I'm talking about this episode, and I put Crytal here because at the end of the day, compared to other beasts, it's a bit too humanoid for my liking. It's essentially a person covered in diamond, twice the size, probably related to Koldo, but that's it. Its abilities were good, with an icy sword, icy shield, and an icy beam. Oh, a crystal beam, I meant. Crystal sword, crystal. Yeah, it's made. Okay, the reason why it's here, I keep thinking it's made of ice, but it's made of diamonds. But basically, what I said its abilities were, which were good, change the word icy to diamond, and there you are. You got it. There you are. And with that being said, that's all for the part 4, actually. And that's all for this time. If you like what you saw, leave a like, leave a comment, don't forget to subscribe, press the notification bell down the corner below, and I'll see you next time.